Good evening and thank you for joining me once again for a summary of the news stories making headlines at this hour. I'm Franlyn Thomas. President Hifikepunye Pohamba has thrown his weight behind Education Minister Dr. Abraham Iyambo's surprise visits to schools, saying those who criticize such visits might soon see him at their schools doing the same thing. The President says the aim of such visits is to improve the delivery of education, adding that he appointed Dr. Iyambo and his deputy, David Namwandi, to ensure quality education. The President was addressing the community of Utapi in the Umasatu region yesterday. Some critics felt that the Education Minister should rather spend his energy on other education matters, but President Pohamba gave his approval of such visits to the Minister and his team. Environment and Tourism Minister Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah says her ministry plans to make a substantial investment in the development and upgrading of tourism facilities over the next 3 financial years. This is because government has identified tourism as one of the key economic sectors and therefore the need to build and upgrade more tourism facilities across the country. Nandi-Ndaitwah was speaking to NBC during the opening of the Dolomite Camp in the Western Etosha National Park. The camp can be accessed through the previously restricted Galton Gate in Western Etosha, thus taking care of tourists using the Kamanyap Road who previously entered the park through Namatoni or Okakuyu gates. The ministry will also develop 5 other tourism facilities around the country, including the Cross Barman Hot Springs at Okahandja. The Agriculture Deputy Minister, Petrus Ilonga, has reiterated the importance of tree planting and conservation. Ilonga cautions that the growing loss of trees negatively affects the people's livelihoods and habitats while compromising essential ecosystems. He made the remarks at an Arbor Day celebration at Keetmanshoop. The day coincided with a tree planting project at the town. According to the latest UN Food and Agriculture Organization State of the World's Forest Report, there is an overall decline in forests in Africa. In Namibia, deforestation is becoming a matter of concern because of the unsustainable harvesting of timber and wood, coupled with inappropriate land management practices. The universities of Namibia, Helsinki and Tampere in Finland have signed a tripartite cooperation agreement on library management. The agreement is expected to benefit the UNAM library greatly, as it will focus on skills transfers to UNAM librarians. The agreement ends in December next year and will be funded by the Finnish government to the tune of $2 million. The UNAM library is facing a number of challenges in implementing its mandate of providing adequate, appropriate, relevant and timely information resources in support of teaching and learning, research and study to the academic community. In international news, former Cape Verde President Pedro Pires has been awarded this year's $5 million Mo Ibrahim Prize for good governance in Africa. The prize committee said Pires, who stepped down in August, had helped make the archipelago off the West African coast a model of democracy, stability and increased prosperity. The prize is supposed to be awarded each year to a democratically elected leader who has voluntarily left office. The previous winners are Botswana's President Festus Mogae and Mozambique's Joaquim Chissano. Sudan-born telecoms entrepreneur Mo Ibrahim says the prize is needed because many leaders of sub-Saharan African countries come from poor backgrounds and are tempted to hang on to power for fear that poverty awaits them when they leave office. And that's all the time we had for you tonight. We thank you so much for watching. Until next time, good night.